Hey, David Wygant, 10-minute daily reality check Sunday. Wow, man, we are 4 days away from over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house you go. This is the best time of year. I got a really cool guest on, one of my listeners, right? We're just doing all different types of guests this Thanksgiving week. And Steven, who's a photographer in New York. Steven, I was telling you, the best way to meet women during Thanksgiving is to play the starving guy. Starving Guy is like my favorite thing in the world. I remember when I first started playing Starving Guy, it was 20-something years ago back in Boulder, Colorado. Actually, yeah, over 20-something years ago in Boulder. I'd go into this place called Ideal Market. It was on 28th Street. And I would just put a box of like Frosted Flakes, some milk, even though I was lactose intolerant. And I would literally bump into a girl who had an entire basket full of Thanksgiving goodies. We're talking turkey and stuffing and marshmallows. And I don't understand why people put fucking yams and marshmallows together. Nasty shit. But I remember like I'd bump in and go, oh, I'm so sorry. And then I'd look at her and I'd look down at the ground and go, man, is that Thanksgiving dinner? That looks so good. And she'd be like, yes, it is. She goes, look at me. She goes, is that breakfast? I go, no, man, that's fucking Tony the Tiger, man. That's my Thanksgiving dinner. Every single year, I would get invited to some girls' Thanksgiving dinner. Her sister would be there. Her mother would be there. Her father would be there. Her grandmother would be there. I'd flirt the whole night with the mother and the grandmother and the sister. And at the end of the night, I always spent the night with the girl because holiday time is emotional time. And you know what? She's thinking like, man, he's already at Thanksgiving dinner. It's going to be real easy for him to get into Christmas dinner at this point. So we started our conversation at that. And today I want to talk about something that's interesting. You've dated off of Tinder, right? Before?
I've been on Tinder, yes, for a little bit.
So, Tinder is just a mind fuck, right? You go and you get a match and then you send something cute. And then the girl literally gives you crickets and ghosts you the whole time, right?
I feel like in New York City, Tinder, it's an illusion because it's you're literally swiping beautiful girl after beautiful girl, and almost always I would say it leads to nowhere. It leads to flakes or it leads to false dreams and false hopes. And yeah, I think at least from my experience, Tinder in New York City, it's a little bit of an illusion that can actually, I think it hurts your dating game a little bit.
Okay, well, there's a new sound that I do that the iPhone, I'm working with Apple right now for a new sound that whenever you swipe on an online dating app, the word whispers to you, hope, 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 hope. Because that's what it is. It's selling hope. The thing is, most people, and we know this, and let's really break it down for women that are listening right now. When a man is looking at Tinder or Bumble or any of the other dating apps, we're swiping right on every single woman there, and we're playing the percentages. We didn't handpick you. We didn't look at your 14 different pictures. We didn't look at your Snapchat photo. We didn't read your 4 or 5 things saying no hookup or anything else. We're really just playing the numbers because we know that most of you are going to flake out. Now, this is a visual that most women are going to have trouble with, okay? That visual was literally the visual of us swiping on all of them. But the next visual is the one that I think they're really going to get upset about. Admit it, Steven, because I know you've done it too, right? Tinder and Bumble are wonderful bathroom reads. I mean, there's nothing better than swiping and dumping. I mean, that is just, it's replaced the sports section for just about every single guy in America.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, it's funny, right? And like, I remember I was doing a show this week at the Improv, and a woman in the audience, I told her that. I said, we swipe and dump. And she looks at me, she goes, ew. And I looked at her and I said, no. I said, that's what we do. We swipe and dump. We are fucking maximizing our time. We are not sitting there and reading it. And then I looked at her and she says, well, I sit there and I read the profiles. And I said, well, that's not time management skills. We don't want to get excited about you. We don't want to get excited about you and not have you get back to us at all. We don't give a shit about that. We're maximizing our time. So we're swiping to hopefully get as many views as we possibly can. And then when you get back to us, that's when we do the action. So I think Bumble, have you done Bumble at all?
I've played with Bumble a little bit, and I gotta say, I think with all these dating apps, I think it affects the women as well because just like how as a guy, when I get all these matches, I think I have a lot going on, and then there's really nothing going on. I think a lot of these women that I meet out in New York in the streets or just in the park, I think they fall for that illusion of these dating apps where they think they have all these guys going on too when it's really nothing going on in these apps. And
No,
yeah, it's hurt. I think it's hurting both sides of the dating game.
you know what it is? It's a lot of noise and it's making people angry. You're right. It's an illusion. You get 5 or 6 matches, you get into these boring text conversations, and then you give up because you just get so tired of it because you have 3 bad text conversations, one good one, and you just think to yourself, well, that person probably doesn't look like their pictures. Or God, they're not really 37. That's internet years. I mean, internet years are like dog years, right? Everybody seems to deduct 10, literally deduct 10 from your life. Like I know somebody I went to high school with. They graduated when I was a freshman, but they're 43 on Bumble, okay? 43 on Bumble. They're really almost 60 years old, but they get younger and younger. I saw an ex-girlfriend of mine on Bumble the other day. She's 41 years old now. My friend showed me his Bumble account, and I looked at it and I go, oh my God, wait a second. I dated her 4 years ago when she was 41. Now she just keeps going backwards in time. So it's like a combination of time travel, a combination of posting pictures that are old, a combination of lots of Snapchat. I mean, everybody looks good looking like a cute little dog on Snapchat. But more importantly, it is an illusion and we're ghosting each other. And I think women are finally understanding because women on Bumble, and I think this is the revenge that men are finally having, like women will contact me when I was on Bumble and they would say something like, hi. Really, is that the most clever fucking thing? I wrote this amazing profile about leaning in and about Amazon Prime and how I'll come with free 2-day delivery, right? Funny things that you can comment on. And a woman would literally write, hi. And I wouldn't respond to her. And then within the time, the 24-hour period was clicking, she'd send me another email and go, well, I guess just you don't want to get in touch with me. And they'd get angry. Well, first off, hi doesn't work. I'm a fucking cool guy. I'm a high vibrational man. I want to be intrigued just as much as you. If you're a woman and I send you a hi, you're going to look at me and call me lazy. Just because you're a girl and you contacted me doesn't mean I'm going to be doing fucking virtual backflips over my iPhone. So women do that all the time. Not only that, women don't understand we're swiping right to everybody, so we're probably not attracted to you if we're not getting back to you. And it makes women angry. Because when I ask women all the time, do you like Bumble? They go, oh no, these men don't get back. And I'm like, well, welcome to our world. You wanted a fucking app where you contact men first because you wanted to put your penis on and you wanted to, contact men because you thought it would be better being the man. So now you're getting the same fucking shit that men have been getting. The ghosting, the silence, the hope, you think you found a good one. And in reality, it's like we have made each other angry. And I think that's what the dating apps have done. We've made each other angry because people are just swiping on everybody and most people aren't getting back to people. So most people give up. So this is something that could work in principle. But when you have people swiping on endless ones, not getting back, people posting up fake pictures or pictures that don't look like them anymore, people picking, internet years instead of regular years, you've already started on 3 separate lives.
Yeah, there's in a way there's a little bit of sadness to the fact that people are posting pictures that really don't represent who they are. They're posting who they want to be or who they want people to think they are. And I think there is some sadness to that inauthentic, like just not being authentic on these online dating apps. And I think that's another side of it. And as far as with Bumble, I would say Bumble gave me a greater appreciation for the opposite sex, though. As far as I used to wonder, why are all these girls like not texting me back or like ghosting me? But then when men are on the other side on Bumble, then we get to see what it feels like to have all these unwanted women contacting us. So in a way, it gave me a greater appreciation, almost as what it's like to be a hot girl. Something that most, we don't really know as men because we're always the one initiating, approaching, bruising our egos and getting rejected all the time.
You know, it's interesting you put that, but the thing is, women don't like it. Women get really angry when they are the one getting their ego bruised, yet they can bruise a man's ego. And that's where I think it comes down to, Stephen, and you put it really well, very eloquently. I think we're not compassionate for each other. We don't treat each other like humans. We treat each other like commodities. I've always said that online dating apps and online dating is like Manazon and Womanazon.com. You know, we're literally going through. The only thing missing is reviews. We're not calling people. We're getting phone numbers. We've asked 3 different women for phone numbers. Women have given out their phone number to 3 different guys. Somebody doesn't get back. Somebody does get back. We're not treating each other like people. There's not. We're so caught up in this world of shortcuts, instant gratification, that the greatest dating site in the entire world, as we both know, is Planet Earth. Planet Earth is the best dating site in the world. You're on an airplane, you're both going to the same place, you both got on at the same airport, you already got shit in common. You know, you are at a supermarket, you're both reaching for a box of pasta. Hello, serendipitous moment. Every single romantic comedy has a serendipitous moment where boy meets girl. There's never been a romantic comedy where boy swipes girl, or boy, except for You Got Mail with Tom Hanks and what's her name? What's that cute little Tom Hanks and I forget her name. How do I forget her name? Meg Ryan. You know, Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan. So we're breaking what romance really is because we've gotten so lazy and we've given ourselves the illusion of what romance is. And I think that's what's stopping romance from happening.
Yeah, can't say it any better than that.
Cool. Well, that's it, man. 10-minute reality check is out for today. Hey, Stephen, you're like this kick-ass photographer in New York. You want to tell people how to contact you?
Yeah, I think best way to contact me is I'll give you out my personal Instagram. It's Stephen Young Baking Soda, and that's my Instagram handle.
Yeah, don't ask him why. Okay, I don't even want to know baking soda. He used to cut cocaine when he was younger. You know, I'm Mr. Baking Soda, 50% proof. But anyway, have some compassion. If you're going to go online, have compassion. And also realize the rules of the game online and what they are. Don't take it as an insult, especially if you're a woman. Don't take it as an insult on Bumble if a man doesn't get back to you, because the fact of the matter is he's not getting back to you because he swiped on every single person. It doesn't mean that you're not good looking. You're just not good looking to him. And that's where we need to get our thick skin. Or just throw the apps out and start using Planet Earth as the great dating site it is. You got 4 days till grandma and grandpa wonder why you didn't bring somebody home for Thanksgiving. So you get to see your sister or brother's new boyfriend and their new child. And you get to see the baby. You get to hear the Jewish, Italian, Catholic, and Irish guilt, wondering why you're alone. This kicks off the start of holidays 2017, where you just start to feel more single and more alone than ever before. But just remember, Thanksgiving is just a meal of overindulgent food that's usually not that good for you. Bad football games and dealing with members of your family that you literally can't stand anymore. Christmas is really just a December to remember that Mercedes and Lexus like to try to get you to buy a car because they want to make you believe it's the best time of year to buy a car. As a matter of fact, I'm selling my car, Stephen. I went to a car dealership today, and the guy tells me, the deal is only for today. And I look at him, I go, are you fucking kidding me? Like, seriously. I've lived 50 plus years, okay? Like, I haven't heard that stupid line before. They even teach you that stupid shit? It's like, really, this is only today. You're right, this deal only is for today because it's really not that good of a deal. And I'm going to nickel and dime you down at least another $30 per month between now and when and if you gain my business. So, welcome to fucking holiday season 2017. 10-minute daily reality check out for Sunday. Go fucking fantasy football, man. I'm 8-2. Let's see if I roll to 9-2 and win my fucking league.